what's up guys? Welcome to Syndicate LA, right here in Chinatown, 969 North Hill Street. So over here, as soon as you walk in, Yeezys, New Balances, Birkenstocks, some Vans if we have any, some streetwear here. So this is like the smaller wall, but everything is brand new. You guys don't be afraid, you can try on anything you want here in the store. Then you move on to the big case. All the heat's in here, everything you need. Matt even opened it up for you guys. So Matt's favorite shoe is the Civilist. Not low-key is the Baby Bear. The Baby Bear is a shoe that we're like kind of proud of in here.
This is really cool too, you don't see this ever.
So these two, and then obviously you got a bunch of lot dunks, Union dunks. But like this, the Diamond Dunk in there, the OG. There's a bunch of randomness from new to old. So back in the day, most of these shoes people used to wear. They used to thrash them, skate them, or just wear them a lot. So to find them like pristine condition, it's kind of hard. And then we have this one. Right here we have my favorite shoe, the Fragment 1. So this is my favorite shoe in the store. And then this is the super hyped up Travis Fragment.
What's your opinion on it being the person that loved the Fragment, the first one so much?
Honestly, I love them. I like the low too, but it doesn't compare to this, but I kind of really mess with this one more because it looks like this, just low top. And then obviously we have Chicago's. Can't go wrong with Chicago's 2015. They're supposed to come out this year, so we'll see about that. Something kind of crazy is the 420 Dunk Skunk.
That's crazy. How hard was it to get that shoe, bro? I've never seen that shoe first.
It wasn't too hard. Well, our homie hit us up and he's like, hey, it was right before the opening, and he was just like, hey, do you guys want something crazy? And we're like, yeah, fuck it. This too. Something that's kind of a sleeper in here is this Dior high top. It's hand beaded. Dior Stussy. This one is If You Know, You Know. Eric Koston, Kobe Bryant. I would say this shoe is Los Angeles as hell. This one I think was 24 pairs of this one. Yeah, so there's two. This is like the Hyper Strike, and then there's the GR version, but there's 24 pairs of these. And it's 2,400. Yeah. And then obviously you have like everything else, Off-White, some COS, some LV, a little bit of everything. So that's the case, you guys get it, heat, heat, heat. Then you have the grade school section over there. Men's size brand new Jordans, and then men's size Nike. This right here is where you usually find the steals. Middle section is our pre-owned section, so as soon as you walk in, you get the pre-owned stuff. But you could find some goodies in here. Let me see, like for example, like I know out here people don't really care for Forces, but the Hong Kong's 60 bucks. It just came out, but you know, 80 bucks.
Would you think that this is probably like the place with the best prices? I know people don't like to say that, but I mean the prices are really good.
I don't want to be biased, but there's just, I think the location where it allows us to price our stuff a little bit more competitively. I know some places rent is like crazy high. And also I think the small advantage that we have here now compared to other stores is us like working together and owning the store. We don't have to really pay employees. So when you pay employees and you do all this stuff, you get an overhead, you obviously have to mark up your prices because you need to make your overhead. So I think that's what lets us be very competitive with the prices, because everything is pretty, like some guy came in with, for Supreme Dunks, and they're based anywhere from 9 to 1,000. He said that like he went up and down all the stores and they're like 1,300, but I get it, but you know, sometimes, and also we were buying them when they were cheap. My favorite part of the store, I was telling you earlier, was it's just like an eyesore, like you can't miss it. You got Hasbulla, you got Dex, you got all the Supreme posters, vintage Wu-Tang poster, more Dex, Kate, Jay, Kermit, and then all the product we've gotten in. So today I'm technically wearing all Syndicate. It's at my shorts. My shorts are Dickies. We make these Vans. It's not an official collab, but hopefully we get official collab. It's just a skate mid with Syndicate branding and aged, and Supreme socks, Syndicate shot AT, Syndicate nightmare hat, and Balenciaga shades. Honestly, if I'm keeping it a buck, it still hasn't hit me that I own a store. I just feel like I still work at another store. But I mean, the best thing about it is just like I kind of could get to do whatever the hell I want. Like merch wise, obviously doing TikToks, doing the YouTube channel. One thing that happened at round 2 is we kind of stopped doing the YouTube and stopped being so consistent. And it wasn't that we weren't trying, it was just like, it was just a little hard to get to do it. And a lot of people would always be like, hey, what's up with the show, what's up with the show? And so we were there just standing being like, oh, soon, because we didn't really know, because we were just employees. Here, if somebody, like let's say we slack, which we haven't, but if we do slack, like, oh, what happened to the show? We could just be like, hey, Rob went to Mexico, hey, blah, 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 or something. Like, I think that's the coolest thing, just being in full control, I would say. But it still really hasn't fully hit.
All right, so today I'll start from head. The new Cindy hats, the Nightmare joint. This is the FNF joint. We're gonna release the black one, so look out for that one soon. Vintage Fast and Furious tee. It's one of my favorite tees. Copped it at Brand New Vintage. New Supreme double knee. And they got some like crazy pockets on them. And then just some 94 breads. So a couple of my favorite pieces, for sure gonna have to be CPFM Dunk. I just love how like they just stick out. Like I feel like if you're like a shoe person, it's one of the things that sticks out the most. I also like the fact that we got the Bear Bricks up here. The one, that's the Mickey joint. Actually, I got that one when I lived in New York. It was like a New York exclusive. To be honest with you, it kind of like doesn't feel, like I don't feel it. Maybe because like I've just been doing more of the same that I've been doing for like the past decade almost. So it's kind of just like more of the same. Just like, yeah, it's awesome we're doing it for ourselves now, but it just feels like I'm just doing what I've always done, which is like, I guess a good thing, because it's like, you know, it's what I like doing and everything. So it's been cool, just, but every day is definitely still like a learning experience, like just learning stuff that we didn't have to deal with when we weren't like owners of the store per se, like back end stuff. But it's been good, it's been fun. I love it, you know. Just like, you know, we appreciate all the support we've gotten so far, you know. We've been here a little over 6 months now, and it's crazy, it doesn't feel like it. You know, thankfully we've been able to do a lot in the 6 months, but we have a lot more work to do. We're thankful for everybody that's been pulling up to Chinatown, because we're a destination, really. Nobody else is like super close to us. Everything is driving distance, so we appreciate everybody that comes down and messes with us off rip. And yeah, just continue to just keep doing what we do, and just, you know, take it as far as possible.
I got a double RL flannel, and then a blank gallery department tee, some Ralph Lauren denim, and Vans, and then the Pete Davidson Cindy hat. Like you said, it is our store. It's a store that we opened up, myself, Chris, Danny, and Manny. Manny's not here, unfortunately. Today's his day off, but he's here with us in spirit. No, but it's cool. I mean, it's like a full circle thing for us. Like, we obviously like worked at a lot of well-known stores here in LA. We all worked at Riff at one point. We all worked at Round 2 at one point. So it's cool that we still get to stick together, but instead of working for somebody, we're working for ourselves now. We're trying to build something for ourselves. A lot of these framed up posters are like from my personal collection. Not all of them, but some of them. They're pretty cool. I mean, it's not stuff that you really see that often. A lot of times they're either ripped off the wall poorly from the wheat pasting that Supreme did, or they just like got framed badly and they just like didn't survive. So it's cool seeing that. I'm a big deck collector. Those aren't mine, those were Chris's, but still, like, I appreciate seeing them like a full set like that. We got a Damon Hirst set up there, the Kermit. Even some of the newer decks, I mean, I don't feel like Supreme's putting out like really, really cool decks anymore. Here and there they'll have a banger, but I mean, like the Smiths inspired one right there, that's pretty cool.
All right, you met the guys, DC, Matt. We're here at Syndicate, closing out. Stay tuned for this video. Pull up on us, 969 North Hill Street in Chinatown. If you guys don't want to buy shoes, just come, chat it up. There's food down the street, a lot of good food around here, or just come by and chill. We're always doing new events. We did Cinco de Mayo yesterday. We're dropping these new hats. Well, not this one, but a black one of this. probably tomorrow. And thank you guys. Tune in, subscribe.